All right, you're recording.
Word. Hello, everyone. Vicky can mute everyone.
Let me do that real quick. Mute all. Okay, and let me unmute you. Okay, you're unmuted, Janae.
Okay. Hey y'all. Today I have a lot of things lined up for this team call. I wrote a whole little outline and stuff, so I'm excited. But first, I would like to start off with prayer. So we're going to start off in prayer first before we get into all the nitty gritty. Let's bow our heads, to close your eyes, open your eyes, whatever you feel the need to do. Um, Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight, Lord God. I ask you to clear everybody's minds, Heavenly Father, for focus and clarity, specifically on their business during this time. Lord God, Heavenly Father, I am already thankful for the blessings that you are putting on our team this month, this year, for the abundance that is going to be happening as far as future business partners that are going to be coming our way, and people that just want to change their lives with a healthier lifestyle, Heavenly Father. Heavenly Father, I want you to help lead me through this call so that I help each and every single person on this call in the future endeavors with this business to know better, to do better, to love, to serve, and most of God that we want to attain through these business. Heavenly Father, we are here to focus on these goals, on business, on life, on bettering ourselves, and most of all, Heavenly Father, on you, because we do all things through you in this business, Lord God. So prepare our hearts and our minds, Heavenly Father. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. So new year, new goals, and most of all, new products. So rundown on our new products real quick. I'm doing a quick rundown because this is straight out of our eSuite. So this is available in your eSuite and document library under the product info. We have the new It Works Shake. It is organic, all plant-based, all natural shake. So it's made with yellow pea and organic sprouted brown rice proteins. It has 15 grams of protein, which is how much protein our bodies can technically break down at a time. It has 4 grams of carbs, 100 calories, chocolate and vanilla, you already know, 30-day supply. Regular retail is $100. Low customer price is $59. It has BCAAs already in this powder, which is the amino acids that our bodies can't make but are very essential for optimal workout recovery and the recovery of the muscles. If you are hitting the gym, helps promote a healthy metabolism. It is easier in digestive system, helps, if you're trying to put on muscle mass, or help support, any weight loss goals you may have. This is a great shake, you guys. It's like really organic, all natural. Like, it doesn't get any natural than that. Like, this is going into my auto ship this month. So I'm excited to try it. We also have the 2 packs. We have the Target Trio that has the cleanse and fat fighters and a box of wraps. The regular retail is $160 and low customer price $94. And we have the Metabolic Burn Pack. It's pretty much kind of just as good as another system. It's for people that are really, really looking to lose that weight. And you get 2 individual wraps, the It Works Shake, and you get thermal fit and fat fighters. That regular retails are like $200 and the low customer price is $119. So those are like an overview of the new products that we have going on. So, I highly suggest that you guys like definitely get that out to your local customers and stuff like that and let them know what we have going on for the new year. So I really want everyone to just really ask yourself, or I kind of want to know, maybe if we have time at the end, like everyone can go, but how your first week was in January with your business. Did you reach those small goals that you made for yourself? Were you consistent with your business? If not, what do you need to do to change for week 2? And what kept you from being your best, business owner self in, this first week of this business? I kind of want to lead into a new book that I actually started and finished in 2 days. It was called The Art of Self-Discipline, and it really, really helped me put things into perspective as far as for my business and being my best self in this business. So the book huh oh, someone say something. The book pretty much is giving an overview of I'm giving you an overview of the book. So first thing it talked about was excuses. One of the biggest things that get in the way of self-discipline, every time you make an excuse, ask yourself if it's really, like if it's really true, like if it's a really legitimate excuse. Eventually you'll become more and more uncomfortable to making excuses, and you'll be less inclined to do so. The second one, control your environment. Are you like, what kind of people are you hanging around? So really surround yourself with others who are also living self-disciplined lives. It's a proven fact that we become more like the people we spend our most time with. So be sure that you're spending time with others that are supportive, one, of your goals, and most of all of your business, for sure. Like, having a bunch of Debbie Downers around you that want to put down your business is not going to help you or your mindset with really making this business the best possible. And also that's speaking positivity and positive change into your life. Those are really the people you want to be around the most. And that's in anything, not even just with your business, even with weight loss and stuff like that. Like, it's even hard to like try to lose weight if you're around someone who just wants to eat McDonald's all day long. Like, it's tempting, and it's like, it doesn't really help you out for your mindset with what your specific goals are. Next one is persistence, having a never give up attitude. Make a promise to yourself to stay focused and always have a backup plan so that you can keep moving forward towards your goal. And then also there's goal setting, like making an effort to keep things rolling. Otherwise, if you don't really write your goals down and really put those action steps towards your goals, it's just all talk, and it's just an empty dream, pretty much. Spending money on things you don't need instead of investing into yourself, into your business, trying to network with like-minded people. All of those things are really big in your self-development. So it talked about creating your daily self-plan. And step one, start your day with 3 things that you can do to bring you closer to whatever goal that you want to achieve. So whatever small goals you have in your business or whatnot, or even in life. And step 2, carry those goals with you, whether you write them in your phone, you send them as your screensaver, whatever the case may be, and refer to it often, and it forces you to be accountable for yourself. And step 3, at the end of the day, go back and check off your completed task. And if you didn't, really look at why you didn't complete them, and don't beat yourself up about it. Just add it to the next day, and make the point to complete that goal for the next day. So pay attention and notice your pattern. Notice if you keep having the same uncompleted tasks every day and why, and so on and so forth. So that's like a quick rundown of my self-development book that I finished, and it really, really helped me this week with staying focused on my goals. It really made me accountable with myself. I started a second book called Miracle Morning. I've not finished that. I know a couple other people on here know of that book. It's called Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. It is amazing. I have read the first 2 chapters and halfway through chapter 3, and today was like a huge difference for me just in reading those chapters last night, because I implemented those things with my day today. So maybe at one point, once I'm a little bit further in the book and it's my turn to lead a call again, I will go a little bit more into Miracle Morning. So through the self-discipline, first I want to talk about why weeks 1 and weeks 2 are so important, okay, to your business. This is a prime time to reach out to people about the business opportunity and about being a loyal customer. Why? Because this is the time in the beginning. You have time to follow up with them after. This is very, very important because it never fails. In the year and a half that I've been in the business, my most successful months are the months that I go hard from the first of the month. My least successful months is the months that I want to wait until like it's crunch time at the end of the month, and like I got a week left and I'm like, oh my God, like I need this much volume and blah, blah, blah. Like, it sucks. It doesn't, you don't, like 9 times out of 10, you won't make your goal unless you're like really like going in. Week 1 and week 2 is so important because you really, 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 really have to just go hard, reach out to like 200, 300. Earlier, Vicky said she like reached like out to 200 people this week. Like that's what you have to do in week 1 and week 2, because it gives a chance for those people to come along to another payday in the same month. If you don't reach out to them until the end of the month and they're like, oh yeah, I'm really interested, but I gotta wait till payday, and payday rolls into the next month, it doesn't really help you with the volume that you need in that current month. So you really want to reach out to them in those first 2 weeks to make sure that you have time to do the follow-up game those last 2 weeks of the month. And really helps hold that person accountable, whether if they're interested in joining a business or if they're interested in being a customer, and just kind of remind them, and they most likely automatically end up signing up in that week. What's working for me for this week? My self-development book has helped me a lot. I have wrote down every single day, and I wrote out a specific plan for my day every single day of things that I wanted to focus on, for things that I wanted to accomplish in my business, and to complete them. If at the end of the day I did not complete anything on my task, I forgave myself for it, and I went ahead and put it on the next day. Another thing outside of my business, me personally, I've been working on is waking up early, because I'm most productive when I do wake up in the morning, but I am not a morning person. I absolutely hate it. I will go back to sleep and not wake up till noon. So, but then my whole day is thrown out the window, and then I absolutely get nothing done. So, of course, I need to change that. So that is something that I've been focusing on this week as well. Wrote everything down. I gave myself daily focuses and daily goals, and I reached most of them. I've been consistent with my business every single day this week, with posting and all of that good stuff, and giving myself goals. I went into this a little bit on the team page, but I've been sending videos. I sent videos to every single one of my old distributors that might have quit and no longer working their business, and I sent videos to my loyal customers, which I'm still currently working on, because I'm going to be completely honest, it takes a lot of time. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Like, this isn't something you do if you only have 20 minutes on your hands. It definitely took me sitting in front of my phone and recording video after video for hours. But at the same time, like, it was worth it, because one, I'm getting an amazing response from people, and also I'm getting a good response from distributors and stuff, old distributors and stuff as well. So I'm making that sacrifice of that time to you do that, because the first thing that a lot of people are getting from me is, oh my God, that was so thoughtful. Like, I love the video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you checking and checking in on me. And with the loyal customers, I'm telling them about the new shake, and I'm telling them about the new Target packs. And a lot of people are, oh my gosh, I want to order. But if they can't order right at that second, since I'm doing this in the first week of the month, I know that I'm going to be able to get them to reorder before the month is out. But I've already put that bug in their ear now. So that's like really important. And it's also really helping loyal customers want to continue to order. A lot of them like said something back and was like, that's thoughtful. Like, OMG, like, you're the best. Like, and these are like loyal customers that I haven't talked to in honestly months. And me sending them that video just made them like so happy. So that was really, really, really good thing that I did this week, that I really took my time and put my thought into. And it also makes them ask more questions about other products. And even as I tell them about the pack, if they don't want the pack, it's making them ask a question maybe specifically about just the cleanse, if they just want the cleanse, or if just ThermoFit, if maybe they just want to try ThermoFit, if they don't want to get the pack. But either way, it's getting them back into the idea of ordering again. And I'm really putting it out there that they have any health and wellness New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals, that I'm here for them to help them reach their goals. So that is working for me this week. Next week, I have a completely different set of goals and things that I plan to do next week in my business, to really like go at it. And as I do things and as I see what's working for me, I will continue to post stuff in the Heart of Diamonds, to let you guys know what's going on. Before I move into charting, I'm going into charting for Ruby. Before I move into that, did anyone have any questions, comments, concerns about what I've said thus far? If they don't, I'm just gonna keep going. If I'm talking like too fast, I'm sorry. I was just trying to like do this like didn't want to take too much of you guys' time tonight. So I want to talk about charting the Ruby. This is kind of something that all new distributors need to know. Obviously, people who have already reached Ruby know how to chart to Ruby. Can you please give the names of the books again? The Art of Self-Discipline. And by the way, I'm not good at reading books. Like, I'll read and I will fall asleep in 0.25 seconds. So I go on my iTunes and I buy the audio, and I listen to, and it's also easier for me to listen because then I have my notebook right in front of me. And I I'm like writing notes like a crazy person. So The Art of Self-Discipline and Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. Make sure you get the one for network marketers, because there's a lot of different miracle mornings. So Miracle Morning for network marketers, because there's a plain miracle morning as well. So I'm gonna go into charting for Ruby, which all new distributors need to know this. And oh, another thing too with your self-development, accountability partners. Everyone should try to get accountability partner that's on the same wave as you. I have accountability partner. Shanika is currently my accountability partner. We've been checking in with each other all week long to keep each other motivated, and to, you know, even call each other out on their BS if, you know, we're really not doing what we said we had set out to do. So there's nothing wrong with having multiple accountability partners. So if anybody would like to use me as your accountability partner, I am available. The more accountability, the better. So I'm all for it. And just let me know. Or if you have someone else on your team or anything like that that you want to use as an accountability partner, reach out to them after this call and stuff and be like, yeah, let's do this together. So that's another huge help that has helped me this week as well. So charting to Ruby. So all new DTs need to know this. And I think something that gets a little confusing is also placing. So I'm going to break down charting to Ruby and getting to Ruby two ways, and getting to Ruby by using, you know, by your DTs going hard, or getting to Ruby if you happen to chart your own self to Ruby. I think people get a little confused about placing distributors, even just getting to Ruby. And I also think it's a little confusing about placing loyal customers. So I'm actually going to use a real example tonight. I don't know if like using other people's names or something, like when we use the fake names, if that throws you off, or I don't know, but a lot of people still seem to be a little confused on the charting. So I'm going to use a real life situation, and I'm using Brittany because I remember how she charted a Ruby like it was yesterday. So when you first go, well, if you're first becoming a distributor. So I have Brittany, and hopefully you guys can see that. I don't have a marker. Hopefully my pen is dark enough. So you got Brittany, okay? So your first thing you want to do is your first 4 little customers. Okay, well, it was like the first week and Brittany had signed like 6. So I was like, okay, you're signing too many little customers to have someone really, you don't really need a crap ton of little customers under yourself. In her case, she actually had a spouse that she could sign up. So I told her to sign up her husband, Brad, which she did. So Brad is in her top line. Okay, so then as she was signing loyal customers, all you need is 4 under you guys, okay? So once you have a distributor, every loyal customer that you get after that needs to go under your distributor, okay? This is helping your distributor get to 400 GV, all right? Like you want your distributors under you to get to 400. If they do not get to 400, you guys, like you won't ever promote. Like it just, that's just how it works. Like they have to get to 400. So as she was getting more loyal customers and she was getting such an abundance of them, and she already had like 6 under herself, as she kept signing them, she was placing them under Brad. Then a couple days later, after that, it definitely was like 2 days later, she signed up Kirsten. Okay, so she signed up Kirsten. So then as she's helping Kirsten start her business off, Kirsten is also getting her loyal customers, but Britt is still signing a crap ton of loyal customers herself. So as Britt is still signing these loyal customers, she is placing under Kirsten as well. So after she had got Brad to 400, which she did kind of early on because she was just literally on fire, she moved over and started placing loyal customers under Kirsten. Okay, soon after Kirsten, she signed Janine. So, I spelled her name wrong, whatever, Janine. So now she has 3 people in her top line, okay? Her husband, Brad, Kirsten, and Janine. Okay, Janine starts off, she's on fire with her business. She's getting loyal customers like out the wahoo. Woo, okay? So she's like, she got to 400 pretty quickly herself. All right, so here's the 2 ways. This is when I think people get like a little tad confused. Okay, when you first sign these first 3 distributors, you do keep them in your top line. All right, this is considered your top line right here. All right, so then after that, Brittany kind of had a 2-way situation going on here. So you could kind of go Ruby either way. So Janine also was on fire. So she decided to sign up her spouse as well. So she signed up DJ. Okay, was getting him, you know, she was on fire with her loyal customers, so she was putting her loyal customers under DJ. All right, after she signed DJ, she actually ended up signing Karen. And Karen, who also was on fire, she was putting all her loyal customers, or Karen was getting her own loyal customers. Okay, so when everyone gets to 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, you're Ruby. Woo! Okay, that's how easy it is to get to Ruby. That's it. That's pretty much it. I think something that a lot of people tend to forget is the fact that you should place your loyal customers under you to help them get to 400. So, I'm muted. Britt said everyone. Okay, so that is pretty much a way of getting to 400. All right. Getting to Ruby. Okay, so you have 3 people in your top line, and then one of those people signed 2 distributors on their own. But everyone needs to get to 400. I think some people, I know some people in the past may have thought like just filling up the boxes gets you to Ruby. I need to fill. Excuse my nails. You have to get the loyal customers there in order to get the actual promotion of Ruby. Another way I think with placing distributors that people may get a little confused is Brittany actually ended up signing 5 distributors herself. So she had Brad and Kirsten and Janine. And then she actually signed up Tanya, and she placed Tanya under Brad. And then she signed up Christian, I think was her name. And then she actually signed these 2 up herself. And instead of keeping them in her top line, she moved them under Brad to make Brad executive, okay, and continue to help them jumpstart their business. So they was getting their first full loyal customers and their first full loyal customers, as well as Brittany was continuing to enroll customers so that she can help place under them to make them 400. But the idea is a lot of these people was, on the roll and getting their own loyal customers. But if you're on a roll yourself, which you should be, you're just getting extra loyal customers, then feel free to fill those loyal customers up wherever you feel that they may need to go or where is lacking the most volume to help make up for that volume. Because it is a team effort to get the Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Double Diamond, whatever promotion you're going after. It is a team effort. You can't do it on your own. So not only are you busting your butt, but you have the person above you busting their butt to help, and so forth, and that's how it works out. So I hope that kind of cleared up some stuff on how to go Ruby, but 400, 400, 400, 400, and they just need to be commission qualified, which is 80, auto ship of 80 BV or 150 in volume, because this person right here will be executive, which is Brad. Okay, so I hope I didn't talk too fast. If anyone had any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask to clarify something, because I know I'm being Speedy Gonzalez right now. But yeah, I didn't want to hold everyone up too long. So if you have any questions about what I just went through with chart and XOS, I kind of went through that pretty quickly. And if you missed it, Victoria will be putting up the link later of everything that I went over before I even talked about charting, because I went over a lot of self-development and all that good stuff before I went over charting. So
I have a
that helps. I don't know if it
okay, so if you have on your team that's not working, can you replace them and just add another distributor in their place?
Was that Kiana?
Oh, I was on mute. Most likely if that person isn't working, then you just sign another distributor. You don't
I'm listening.
Oh, can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that person is, so let's say you have a person in your top line, so that's those top people under you, and you have someone who's not working, they quit. If there's no volume under that person, then when you sign another distributor, you're just going to keep that person in your top line. You're not going to move them or anything of that nature. You're just going to keep them in your top line. Now, if you have someone who has quit after they've already gotten like 250 in volume under them, then ideally you would sign a distributor and you would place the distributor under that particular distributor. So as that new distributor starts to get volume, it'll go to that person who quit at the top, and it'll get them to 400 even quicker.
Okay. Get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions, comments?
Janae,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so you talked about just how on fire Brittany was when she first signed up. And even as she was adding people to her team, you know, she was able to just constantly move loyal customers under them because she was signing up customers left and right. If Brittany is feeling up to it, can she just kind of talk a little bit about that process? Because I think I know particularly from my team, they're finding, you know, it challenging just getting people interested in purchasing the products. And I know we could do a whole separate Zoom call on that, but I just, you know, that stood out to me when you talked about Brittany signing up customers in the beginning.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I know you don't feel good.
Oh, no, y'all fine. I'm just not gonna put my video because I look a mess. But can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so honestly, I think it's really a big mind frame thing. Like, I was so determined that I got to the point where first I was majorly scared of posting. I know you do a great job of that, Crystal, but I think a lot of people are afraid to post because they're worried about what people are going to say. Once I got into my routine of trying to make all of my posts very personal, I then got to the point where, you know, I was reaching out to people personally, like not a spammy message or anything like that. Like Janae said, you need to make it very personal to that person. So I would open up the conversation with their name to make them feel like I was actually talking to them. I went and made my hundreds list. I know y'all probably hear that a million times. And quite frankly, at first, I didn't do it, honestly. But after so long, it got to a point where, okay, I was like, okay, this hundreds list, they keep talking about it. So maybe I should really do it. If you have not done the hundreds list, I can tell you, like, it will help you. One is planting the seed, and two is letting people know that, like, you're really serious about this because you reached out to them. You're not just posting about something. Like, people will take you a lot more serious if you actually take the time to message them, and not make anything extra lengthy. Even if somebody reaches out to you regarding a post that you've done, never make your personal messages super lengthy to where it seems like so sketch. Plus, it scares people when you make, you make long, lengthy posts, and then you message them and it looks like you just copied and paste something. Like, personally, that's a turn off to a lot of people. So I would definitely suggest when you talk to people to make it very personal. And that's pretty much what I did. I reached out to all my close family and friends first. So like my mom, my uncle, like I reached out to everybody that, I had a very close connection with. And I just told them straight up, I was like, hey, y'all, I'm trying this business out. Don't really know much about it, but would y'all be willing to support me? Like, I literally asked people just to help me get started. Like, you can't be scared to ask people, because if you never ask, you'll never find out if they will. So that's what really got me going when I first started, and when I first signed up people. It was from like close family, and I just pretty much asked them, hey, will y'all try a product for me? So don't be afraid to ask people. Like, if you don't ask, you'll never know if they're even interested or willing to support you just because. If that makes sense. If you need help with like verbiage on what I say, I'll be more than glad to like share like some of the stuff that I send to people, or what I did when I first started, like as far as conversation, because I know a lot of people just don't know what to say. So I'm pretty good with that. If y'all have questions about like you're lost on how to respond back to people or what to actually send them in the first place.
I will add to that one thing. A lot of people when getting started, I know for me when I first got started, I was like, man, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to do. But then it was just kind of like, you'll hear this from a lot of VIPs, is just be ignorance on fire. Like, have a fire for this business. It doesn't matter if you don't know everything about the products or everything about the business. That's what we're here for. All the leaders are here for. When you're talking to somebody, screenshot what they say, send it to your leader so they can write a response for you, and do it that way, or do a 3-way call, do a 3-way message or something of that sort, so you can kind of see how to message, what to say, because wording is literally everything in it. But just having a fire and being excited, not using graphics on your page, and just really, really being excited, like I said, about the business. So,
to add, Vicky said, like, literally, it's so true. I remember I actually started posting before I even paid for my kit. And it's so funny because, I don't know, maybe not everyone was just like wants to be ignorant on fire like me, because whenever I've signed new DTs and like before they get the kit, I'm like, start posting now. Like, they think it's the scariest thing in the world. But for whatever reason, I didn't get my kit till Thursday, and I started posting on Monday. And I had people already inquiring, and I had no clue what to say. And I remember putting Vicky in 3-way chats with me, trying to be like, okay, this person just asked about greens. I don't know what greens is, but here's the girl that I'm signing up under. She can answer your questions. So that's pretty much what I had started doing. It really is ignorance on fire. Please don't be pressed about trying to learn all the products before you start working your business, because if you're talking to enough people, then you're going to learn the products on your own, because you're going to start repeating yourself. So I didn't read up on the greens and ThermoFit and fat fighters and stuff like that. From me posting so much and so many people being in my inbox asking me about it, it started becoming repetitive. Once I got what it was the first time, I had to message Vicky or message Priscilla and be like, what's this, what it do, or look at eSuite for myself. Once I said it a couple times, it just became like second nature after that, and that's how I learned. So if you've been in for like 4 or 5 months and someone asks you about a product and you still don't know off the top of your head like what it is, then that definitely is a humongous indicator that you are not talking to enough people, because you should definitely know the stuff like inside and out by this point if you've been like spitting it out to as many people as you can. So just start off like on fire and go for it. Brittany did the same thing, hadn't tried a single product before she signed up. She just listened to whatever I told her to say. So and eventually you'll learn it on your own. So learning as you go is the best way to learn with this. I know for some people, if you're a green personality, that may be extremely hard for you to let go of that. I totally understand that. I don't know if Bree is still on this call, but Bree is a green, and she's the type that wants to know all the products before she starts going. So I know it's definitely something hard to break out of, but it really, really helps you with your business. Does anyone else have any questions, comments, concerns? Crystal, did that help? Did you get that with everything?
Yes. Thank you so much. And you just mentioned one other thing that I want to throw out there. If y'all can y'all put the color test on Heart of Diamonds? Because I think that would be awesome. We have a lot of new distributors that may be interested in learning their color.
Yeah, for sure. I'll find the link of the test that I specifically took after this one team one mission that I had one time. Me and Bree took it, and I'll find that test. So that's very good to know what your color is, and may help you. You might be able to veer towards a certain leader. If that leader is the same color as you, or vice versa, or anything like that. Can you move currently LCs under DTs? No. So you have only 24 hours to move a loyal customer. After that 24 hours, they're stuck where they're at. So, and that's the same thing with a distributor. If you like Brittany, you got your 3 people in your top line and you sign that 4th distributor and you want to move that distributor under someone, you only have 24 hours to do so. After that, that distributor is stuck in your top line. So, yeah, hope that answers.
Hey, Janae, can I chime in on that situation that I just came across? Well, you need to know this in advance. Say, for instance, you sign up a loyal customer and you sign up a distributor in the same day. If you were to sign that loyal customer up first before you sign the distributor, you cannot move that loyal customer under that new distributor. You would have had to enroll the distributor first and then move the LC under them afterwards. Just in that case, that's one situation that you cannot move a LC under a distributor, is if you get them in the same day, but you enroll the loyal customer first.
Yeah, that is also very, very, very true. I ran into that situation myself. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Anybody got anything else? Feel free to unmute yourself and shout it on out there. We're on pretty good timing right now with this call.
Okay, one more and then I'm done. Can you go over? I'm gonna just admit I have not been on an opportunity call yet, but I have really been pushing that in our team to really try to get people set up for those calls on Thursdays. Can you guys just kind of go over what all is covered during the opportunity call? Is it the same person that leads it? Does it vary? Just kind of give us.
So I can answer that. So I actually put a document in Heart of Diamonds, which is like the exact thing, like word for word, basically what we go over in our calls. First off, we just talk about our stories. Whoever's talking, it can be anybody who can host them. Me and Tiara hosted this past week. But it'll vary. Like, Shanika might be like, hey, I'll do the opportunity call this week. Or Tiara might say, hey, I got it this week. Or two other people might tag team it, like Ashley or Cheryl or whoever. So that will be mixed up, but we have the template for what is to be covered. So again, they'll say their story, how it works has changed their life. Then kind of going into the steps to success, some tips, not tips, the history of it works, saying that we're debt-free, what we're able to do because we're debt-free, the products that we offer, answering any questions and things like that. But if the document, if you want to see it word for word, it's in there, and then we kind of just like change it up and answer questions from there, or common questions as well, like that people might have, like, oh, is it a pyramid scheme, or how do the wraps really work, or things like that.
Awesome. And it's it's Zoom, is just like what we're doing now?
Yes.
Or is it okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Anybody else? You got questions? I know Crystal can't be the only one on here that got questions. Nobody else have questions? Any new distributors have any questions, or is all of that stuff clear for the new distributors that are maybe just starting, just joining in? Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we can wrap up, Vicki.
All right. I will stop the recording.